What is good, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee on the vid, tapping in with a hip-hop blog for you guys. And I'm sure a lot of y'all seen that Mike Geronimo did Drink Champs. And man, I always say on this channel, I love hip-hop. I love music. You know what I mean? I can get with some of this new hip-hop, some of these new artists. You know what I mean? Like, music evolves, it changes, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But no question, there's a general or a generational gap at times when you're talking hip-hop, just like if you're talking anything, you know what I mean? Like, whether it be sports, whatever it is, you know, but people who are fans of music or sports or whatever, and like they love it, you know what I mean? They study the greats, they stay up on their historian type stuff, you know what I mean? But sometimes certain people get left out of the conversation, you know what I mean? And Mike Geronimo comes to mind in that situation to me. Like, get in the comments, everyone, and let me know your thoughts about Mike Geronimo. Comment, you know, favorite songs, whatever, just whatever comes to mind. And when I say that they get left out of the discussion, I'm not saying that in any kind of way, like taking anything away from what type of caliber MC they are or anything like that. Like, I listen to hip-hop, rap music as far back as I can remember, but I really, like fell in love with hip-hop like 1996, you know what I mean? But when it comes to Mike Geronimo, you know, I remember back during this era, this is going way back, I'm sure some of y'all, or a lot of you guys out there probably remember like the tapes, the literal cassette tapes, you know. Now, I'm not from New York City, you know what I'm saying? Where I lived, we got mixtapes, we did, you know what I mean? We weren't the first stop on the, like, you know, where the mixtapes went. But we weren't far from, you know, where they originated at, you know, and a lot of times the mixtapes were literally on cassette tapes or dubbed off of something else, you know what I mean? And I just remember back in the day, like when I was chilling with like some old heads, I guess, and we would be playing tapes and things like that, hearing a lot of Mike Geronimo from way back. A lot of classics, a lot of underground hits when it comes to Mike Geronimo. And it's wild, you know, like to see him, like his early on work collaboration with Gotti and Ja Rule, and then back during the Cash Money Click days, you know, like there's a lot of Ja Rule fans that aren't even aware of the Cash Money Click days, you know. But anyways, regarding Mike Geronimo, like I said, he is a known MC. He did some dope stuff in the culture. But when it comes to like the mainstream success, he had some, but it didn't really pan out that way for him. You know what I mean? That's why I say, in a sense, he does kind of get left out of the conversation when you're talking about hip hop history. Unless you're talking with like a super hip hop head, he gets left out at times. Like another MC that comes to my mind when I think of a rapper like Mike Geronimo, I think of Tracy Lee. Like, comment, you guys, if you guys remember Tracy Lee. What was that, like, one party song he had? I can't even remember. But anyways, this Drink Champs episode, that's so dope for the culture, you know, that there's someone that they had someone on the episode who, you know, is dope and was dope, but, you know, maybe didn't blow up the most when it comes to the success, but they still got him on. Like, I think this is a really dope move for the Drink Champs platform, you know what I mean? And, you know, Nori always gives it up and shows love, you know what I mean, to people that he's known from way back. And, you know, we know Nori done known Gotti and them for a minute, too. Like I said, Mike Geronimo is, like, affiliated with Nori and all that. Or, I'm sorry, with Irv and all that. But anyways, here he is talking about some rough times in Jay-Z, you know, stepping in and looking out for him, man. We know Jay a lot of times gets looked at as a cutthroat, cold-blooded individual. But check this out.
I remember I walked out and I'm stumbling, bro. I can't see left from right. I'm falling all over the place, and some white dude was just like, holy shit, it's Mike Geronimo. And the whole block just cheered and it scared the shit out of me.
You have to call it fan love shit.
Facts. But it scared me. And flashes started going off and I got all confused. And I drank so much from the drinking game with my teeth in them that I was about to like just drop. And I like dropped. I just started cascading this way and I felt somebody grab me. And they picked me up and they threw me on their shoulder. And I heard him tell Irv, he was like, don't worry, I got him. It was Jay.
Wow. That's dope.
And Jay carried me all the way back to a Range Rover. And here's where I'm going to get highly personal. And before I say it, if you ever need help, talk to someone. I remember Jay putting me in a Range Rover. And I remember him saying, you can't do this to yourself. And I remember me saying, why don't you just let me die?
Wow.
I'm older now, and I realize at being 47 years old, thank God to bless me to get here.
73, right?
Facts. He didn't have to grab me. He didn't have to carry me to that Range Rover. And he damn sure didn't have to ask me, is this what you want? Why would you say that?
Like he was concerned, right?
He was genuinely concerned, but again, the Alice in Wonderland scenario, people don't understand when you're in this shit, there's so many people pulling you left, right, up, down, vertically, diagonally. You don't know who to believe in.
Right.
And now that I'm older, I realize that when he said that, he didn't give a fuck about Mike Geronimo. He cared about Michael McDermott. And he didn't have to care about Michael McDermott. Especially not a man in his position. And that's why I say, I don't give a fuck what happens with these niggas. X, Ja, Jay, this is my family and my squad, flush included, for life.
All right, so you hear that clip there, man. You heard Mike Geronimo. He got all the way personal. And first off, big shout out to Mike Geronimo for putting that out there, you know what I mean? And saying, if you need help, talk to someone. Get yourself some help, you know, because like I said, times have changed and it is what it is. It's just a different world we're living in nowadays. But one thing that I really don't like that seems to happen a lot in hip hop nowadays is that whole message there. Like, if things get bad for you, if you're doing too much, get yourself some help, goes out of the window a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? A lot of times it seems like in this current hip hop world, it's just pop these pills, you know what I mean? Go in, get fucked up. Like, self-respect can be out of the window a lot in that aspect. You know what I mean? So I think that's highly commendable from Mike Geronimo to humble himself and share that, you know, facts. Like, get in the comments, guys, and let me know what you think about that. But like I was saying earlier, man, Jay-Z, known to be cold-blooded. You know, we know what he's done business-wise in the rap game. And then there's just a lot of stories about Hove, you know, like behind the scenes of other things that he's done. And a lot of times he just gets looked at as this dude almost that has no conscience. But you heard what Mike Geronimo was talking about. Like, Hove genuinely was concerned with him. He seen that he was self-destructive at that moment. And there's a lot of people out there. I'm sure people, like, if you're watching this video, maybe join the comments, join the discussion here. You can relate where either you personally have went through it or you've seen it happen with other people, where when certain individuals are in that kind of situation, blacked out or just went too hard or doing too much, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And they're just looking kind of bad at the moment. Certain people will throw fuel on the fire or crack some jokes at someone's expense or just sit back and just let it be and just kind of watch, you know what I mean? Not lend a helping hand, you know what I mean? Like, in those types of situations, that's, you know, a lot of times when you see who genuinely is a friend or really has care for someone, you know? So I don't know, I just thought this was an interesting story that Mike Geronimo shared here, and you heard what he said to him, Jay, X, Irv, Ja, like that's his family forever, you know, like, because even before the fame too, we know like Irv Gotti, the whole collective, like DMX was very tight in there as well, Jay-Z as well. Like we know there was the Murder Inc. super group that didn't happen, you know, Jay, Ja, and X, and you know Mike Geronimo is affiliated with all these individuals as well, like going way back. That's what I mean. Like this dude was nice. People know who he is. Like when I was saying his name gets left out of the conversation, people know who Mike Geronimo is, but things just, you know, panned out differently for him, you know, and he gets forgot about sometimes, I would say. So join the discussion, guys. Let me know if you agree. Like I said, just tap in with any thoughts or any, you know, thing that I touched on in this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you're new to the platform, guys, we talk music, news, sports, current events, much more over here. There's literally something for everyone on this channel. So make sure to subscribe, help the platform grow. And I'm out of here, guys. I'll catch you on that next video. Peace.